We are live. Welcome, guys, back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm Timothy Earle. Today we got another full-on baseball card. So we'll be getting to that in just a second. I will apologize if I sound like crap. I woke up this morning. My throat's kind of, I'm all congested. But if I missed another show, I'm going to get my head ripped off. So I'm going to be going today, and we'll go from there. We'll go ahead and look back at yesterday. What went right, what went wrong in the world of sports betting. It was a profitable day. Started off really nicely, and then there was a couple losses in the middle, and then ended the night nicely. Toronto Blue Jays, minus 115 was a nice winner. The Tigers run line, I got it at minus 115. That was a nice winner. The under in the Yankee game, under 9.5, never in doubt. The over in the Mets game didn't work out the way I wanted it to, but I guess what did it be? Task failed successfully. Because Frankie Montas goes and throws out 5 shutout innings when I thought he was going to get destroyed, and then the bullpen falls apart. So that wasn't fun, but at least we got the over. Seattle money line, they win 6-5. Cubbies, man, I thought the Cubbies had it, and then they blew a lead, and they started to come back, and whatever. Cubs money line loser. Minnesota, the Lynx lose outright to Washington yesterday, which I had Minnesota minus 9.5, and they lose outright, which was very interesting. What were they on the money line? I don't have a money line, but that would have been a nice money line to hit. I had the over in the other 3 WNBA games, which the Sparks game did hit. The Dallas game came nowhere near hitting, and we ended the night with a winner in that one. And then Houston run line, they win by 1 against Philly. So ended up being a profitable day. I will say I'm still number 1 on the Picks and Parleys website, 910 and 920, so 10 games under 500. But I'm up $2,500. So it's been a nice run on there, and we're continuing to win. So if you guys are interested in that, I already got 2 WNBA plays up for today. We'll have an entire card up later, and we'll go from there. I'm on time. Greetings and salutes to Tim and fellow degenerates. What's up, Isex? Welcome. What's up, bud? What's up, Robert? More fades. I'm surprised that you're still around after losing so much money. So, PCA caught the ball thinking it was the end of the inning. Yeah, I saw that. That one kind of killed me on that, but it is what it is. So, we'll go ahead and jump into it. I think it's only right to start at this game. What happens if I told you that there was going to be must-watch TV, a must-watch baseball game at 2 o'clock on a Wednesday? You would look at me and go, man, Tim, you're an idiot. Who's watching the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Milwaukee Brewers? I am. Shit. You got Paul Skeens going up against Mizorowski, which is going to be a really, really good matchup. It's a pick'em with a total of 7. Skeens, 16 starts, a 4-6 record, a 1.85 ERA, a complete game, 102 innings pitched, 21 earned runs, 27 walks, and 106 strikeouts. He's the Cy Young favorite for this year for a reason. On the opposite side, we got Jacob Mizorowski, who's pitched twice so far. He finally gave up his first hit in his career in the 6th inning, or in his 11th inning of pitching. So he has had a really, really good start to his career. A 1.64 ERA through 11 innings, one hit, 2 runs, 5 walks, 11 strikeouts. So 2 guys that are really, really solid studs. Now, we go to hitting. How are these guys hitting lately? Pittsburgh against righties, 3rd to last, 82 WRC plus. Milwaukee, 97 WRC plus. So pitching advantage, Skeens. Milwaukee will have the hitting advantage. It's even that way. We'll go to the line movement where the Milwaukee Brewers have flipped from a dog to a favorite. And the total has moved weird because it's gone from 7 to 7. It's a 6.5 back to 7. The line's actually moved towards the over since the opening line. I'm not going to take an over just because these two teams can't hit. I am going to be taking Milwaukee. I'm going to back Mizorowski. And start here. It's just funny how bad the Pirates do when Skeens is pitching. I feel like he's getting the Jacob deGrom effect whenever he pitches, because you look at as good of numbers as he has, the 1.85 ERA, and he's 4-6. So I'm gonna go ahead and take Mizorowski over, or I should say, I'm going to take the Brewers hitting over the Pittsburgh hitting against two stud pitchers. So we'll start off the day with the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers money line. Yes. Brewers team total over. That's bold. I don't know if I could do any team total overs. Minnesota Twins killed me. They're my favorite again. It's crazy. Twins were against who yesterday? Seattle. I was on Seattle. I've been on Seattle the past couple of games, and they've been on fire. So, yeah. Let's head to the next game where we got the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Chicago White Sox. Diamondbacks are minus 145 with a total of 8. Zach Gallen and Sean Burke. Gallen, you need to start pitching better if you want to get traded. 16 starts, a 5-8 record, a 5.6 ERA, 91 2/3 innings pitched, 57 earned runs, 40 walks, and 86 strikeouts. It has not been a good year for Mr. Zach Gallen, and which is unfortunate because, I want to see him be able to go to a contender this year. Now, will he? Probably still. And I'm not worried about him getting onto a contender. But he needs to pitch a little bit better if a team really wants him. Then you go over to Sean Burke, who's pitched in 15 games. 13 of them were starts, a 3-7 record, a 4.5 ERA, 76 innings pitched, 38 earned runs, 35 walks, 61 strikeouts. Sean Burke's been, he's basically a rookie. He only made 4 starts last year. He's another one of those young guns that he's either going to have a big game or he's going to have a bad game. And I don't really think there's an in-between. I will give the pitching advantage to Gallen, but it's not as close as you think, or it's closer than you think. In terms of hitting advantage, they're both going up against righties. White Sox are dead last against righties, 77 WRC plus. They're even worse than the Colorado Rockies. Arizona is number 2 WRC plus against righties, only behind the Dodgers. Let me refresh these, make sure that is 100% correct. That is 121 WRC plus for the Arizona Diamondbacks, which is number 2 in baseball. We'll go ahead and take a look at the line movement, where this is an interleague game. Lines moved towards Arizona from 135 to 150, which makes sense. Lines moved 6 cents towards the over. It's a lot of money coming in on Arizona. A lot of money is coming in on Arizona. I want to take the Diamondbacks. I'm probably going to. As long as I can get a good price and I can get plus money for it, yeah. I'll take it at plus 110. Give me the Arizona Diamondbacks on the run line here to start the day. Pittsburgh Pirates money line. Good for you. I know you just want the attention. D-backs run line, and the Kettle Marte over. D-backs over 8.5. Marte, anything for him. Anything for the Diamondbacks, I'll agree with for sure. Same home run bet, huh? Yep. Posted his home run prop 2 days in a row. He's on fire. There you go. Pirates game under. I wouldn't talk you off the under just because it's of who's pitching. I'm not going to talk you off of it for sure. Yeah, there you go. White Sox run line. Good for you. D-backs -1. Don't love the price. I took the run line because I'm not taking the. I think that's too much. I want plus money for it. I did it when I saw it happen, Marte, which pissed me off. Yeah, I saw that a fan or something commented about his dead mom. Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. But yeah, let's keep on rolling. We'll head to the Red Sox and the Angels in this one, where we get Fitz taking on Kikuchi. Fitz, 4.71 ERA in his 5 starts. Although, okay, the one of them 0-0. Never mind. 5 starts, 4.71 ERA, 21 innings pitched, 11 earned runs, 7 walks, and 15 strikeouts. He's kind of a filler piece for the Red Sox right now, who need to get something going. But we'll see. One of these teams will get back to even 500 today. Kikuchi's going to go for the Angels. 16 starts, a 2-6 record, a 3.01 ERA, 89 and 2/3 innings pitched, 30 earned runs, 40 walks, and 87 strikeouts. I will say one of my big surprise teams, who had the Angels being as good as they are right now. All right, go put your hand down because I don't think anybody had the Angels being as good or playing better than this. We'll go ahead and take a look at the hitting stats. Red Sox versus lefties are top 5 in baseball, 117 WRC plus. Angels versus righties are, I believe they're down low. Yeah, 24th. So I'll give pitching advantage to Kikuchi, hitting advantage towards Boston. So 50-50 split there. We head to the line movement, where line is moving towards the Angels from 118 to 126. Line's also moving down. Line's moving towards the Angels, even though more of the money's coming in on the Red Sox, which is very interesting. Let's see what the best line I can get on the Angels is. I don't really want to lay a run line on them. Yet I'm not laying -130. This one's going to end up being a pass. It is a lean towards the Angels, but I'm not going to end up getting involved in this one. Angels -1.5. Angels is a parlay piece. Kikuchi 8+ strikeouts, +144. Red Sox strikeout 3rd most in the MLB this season. Is that in general, or is that against left-handed pitching? Yeah, that was a little crazy what happened to Ketel Marte. Let's keep on rolling. Nationals and the Padres. Padres -145. 7 total. I really like this pitching matchup. We get Mackenzie Gore and we get Nick Pivetta. Mackenzie Gore has been phenomenal this year. I freaking love Mackenzie Gore. 16 starts, a 3-7 record, but you're on the Nationals. I don't worry about record. I don't care about record. 3.19 ERA, 93 innings pitched, 33 earned runs, 27 walks, 123 strikeouts, which, if I remember right, let's go ahead and pull up stats. I believe he is number 1 with strikeouts. No, he is 3rd in strikeouts. He's number 1 in the National League. He's behind... You know what? It's good company if you're behind only Tariq Skubal with 125 and Garrett Crochet with 135. So I think that's definitely good company for Mackenzie Gore, who has been phenomenal this year. Nick Pivetta has been solid as well. And he's kind of one of those under-the-radar type of guys. 15 starts, a 7-2 record, 3.64 ERA, 84 innings pitched, 34 runs, 24 strikeouts, 91 walks. He's not going to make any all-star games or anything like that, but he is getting you consistent innings, going at least 6 innings in most of his starts. So he's been another solid guy there. So I will I'm obviously giving the pitching advantage to the Nationals. Let's look San Diego versus lefties. Not 84 WRC plus, not great. Nationals versus righties, 98 WRC plus. Both of them below average hitting. We'll go ahead and take a look at the line movement in this one, where we get the no line movement. It's open up at 145, still at 145 for the Padres. The line's moved 8.5 down to 8 down to 7.5. I think it's probably moved too far for me to want to take an under here. But considering the money that's on it, it makes sense. I kind of want to take the Nationals. I'm not going to. I don't really feel a absolute need to. But I'm going to lean Nationals, lean under. I'm going to pass on this one. Padres, money line, parlay. I kind of lean Nationals. in that one. Let's head to the next one. We got Mr. Jacob deGrom pitching for the Texas Rangers. He's going up against Brandon Young for the Orioles. Jacob deGrom has been everything that he used to be. Pretty much everything. 15 starts, a 7-2 record, a 2.24 ERA, 88 and a third innings pitched, 22 earned runs, 18 walks, and 87 strikeouts. Man, I really hope that the Texas Rangers can continue to struggle, even though they won yesterday. I want them to struggle so that they can start trading pieces, because I would love to see Jacob deGrom in another uniform. Young this year has pitched twice. He's pitched all of 8 2/3 innings, allowing 9 strikeouts, allowing 6 earned runs on 8 walks, and he's been pretty solid. But not solid. He's allowed 3 runs in each game. It's 100% pitching advantage, Texas. We'll go ahead and take a look at hitting stats, where Texas bottom 5 in offense against right-handed pitching, 89 WRC plus. Awful. Baltimore, 8th, 109 WRC plus versus righty. So pitching advantage, Rangers. Hitting advantage, Orioles. Line movement, 3 cents towards the Rangers. And then in terms of the total has gone from 9 at minus 110 to 8.5 at minus 107. So line is moving towards the under. With more money coming in on the over, that's very interesting. I'm not going to put an over against Jacob deGrom, but I could see this one being an interesting game. I'm going to pass on this one too. I want to try to make sure that I'm pitching, that I'm playing the right stuff, and I don't want to overdo. I already have 3 plays on my card throughout the first 5 games, so I'm going to pass on this one as well. I think the Nats and Padres bullpens are pretty used. I think you're right. Let's keep on rolling, because we got the Oakland Athletics and the Detroit Tigers. Tigers are 20 games over 500, and they're the first team to 50 wins. So congratulations to the Tigers there. But the Athletics are throwing Lopez today, Jacob Lopez, who's appeared in 10 games. 6 of them are starts. He has started his last 3, going 4, 6, and 6, so they are starting to spread him out a little bit. 4.25 ERA. Granted, that's only in 36 innings. 17 earned runs, which 7 of them came in a relief outing where he allowed 7 earned runs in 1 2/3 innings pitched. He allowed 12 runs in 2 appearances. 12 runs in 6 innings. You take out that 12 runs in 6 innings, he's gone 30 innings along 5 earned runs. So I kind of like Wilson. He's been pretty solid. On the opposite side, you got Jack Flaherty, 15 starts, 5-8 record, a 4.83 ERA, 78 and a third innings pitched, 42 earned runs, 31 walks, and 93 strikeouts. Jack Flaherty has been a big reason why this Tigers team has been as good as they are. I will say the Tigers have gone over in 10 straight games. Is that right? Holy crap. The Tigers have gone over in 10 straight games. That's interesting to see. So pitching advantage is towards Flaherty, 100%. Let's look at hitting stats. The Tigers versus lefties are third in baseball, 124 WRC plus. On the right-handed side, the Athletics are 10th at 108. So hitting and pitching advantage is towards the Detroit Tigers. Let's see if we can get a cash cow here. Actually, we can't because it's an 8. And the line's moving against them. Gone from 185 to 170. Man, I hate to be boring again. I think I'm going to pass on this game as well because the things I wanted to look after aren't really lining up. It's a lean towards, I want to say the under. Towards the over, but I'm not really going to get involved in this one. A's team total over. I don't hate it. You've seen Tiger games been going over a bunch lately. Morning. Good morning. Let's keep on rolling. We got the Blue Jays and the Guardians. The Blue Jays are throwing Max Scherzer. This is going to be Max Scherzer's first start since March 29th when he hurt himself, which is very, very interesting. Where he allowed 2 earned runs, 3 hits, in 3 innings. So we really have not seen much from him. I don't know how deep he's going to go into the game. And he's going up against one of my favorite pitchers in Gavin Williams, where Gavin has been pretty strong as of late. He's coming off of 6 innings, 6 shutout innings, 6 strikeouts, 2 hits versus the Giants, and of course a game that they lose because they love to blow Gavin Williams leads. 15 starts for him, a 5-3 record, 3.58 ERA, and 75 1/3 innings pitched, 30 earned runs, 42 walks, and 78 strikeouts. I feel like he's finally starting to get in his own. I'm going to give the pitching advantage right now to Gavin Williams. And the only reason why I'm going to do that is because we haven't seen Scherzer pitch in months. So, yes, I'm going to give it to Gavin. Both of them against righties today. Blue Jays, I believe, are pretty good against righties. 103 WRC plus, which is 15th. Cleveland is 96. So there is a hitting advantage towards the Blue Jays. But we knew that yesterday. In terms of line movement, we've got the line going towards Cleveland. And then in terms of money, I'm going to be taking Cleveland today. Let's fade Max Scherzer's first start in, 2 months? And I can get it at minus 112, or should I go run line? I'm going to go run line here. I'm going to take a big shot. I can get run line at plus 175 today. Give me Cleveland run line against the Blue Jays. Let's go for a big score. I'm on Tigers run line. Over 8.5. In the Tigers game, Tigers run line. I won't talk you off of it. I'm sorry, but Gavin is trash. You obviously have not really been watching Gavin Williams then. He has not been trash. His last 5 starts, he's allowed 5 runs. Granted, he's not getting run support, and the bullpen's blowing it for him. Every time I bet on him, he does. No, he does not. Look at his last 5 starts. 0 earned runs in 6 innings, 2 earned runs in 4 innings, 3 earned runs in 6 innings, no earned runs in 6 1/3. His last 4 starts, he's allowed like 5 earned runs. I don't understand. I mean, they're not holding his leads, but Guardians money line. I like my. I'm gonna go after the guard dogs with Gavin. Jose Ramirez. J-Ram is the best third baseman in the league. I will say that straight up. He is the best third baseman in the league. I don't want to talk about this series. I hate the Braves. Okay. We got the Mets and the Braves. The Mets are favored for some reason. Because they can't get out of their own freaking way. They're 1-10 the last 11 games. They're going up against Dylan Fuentes, which is making his second start, which means he's going to throw 7 shutout innings, because why not? He's pitched 1 time, 5 innings, 3 strikeouts, 4 earned runs, 6 hits against the Miami Marlins. On the opposite side, you got Clay Holmes, who I believe he got hit his last time. No, 3 runs, 6 walks didn't help. 6 walks definitely did not help his case in that one. He didn't pitch horribly, but he could have been a lot better. 15 starts, 7-4 record, a 3.04 ERA, 83 innings pitched, 28 earned runs, 31 walks, and 73 strikeouts. I still believe he's a potential all-star. I do believe that he could still be a potential all-star this year. So I'm going to hold out on that one. Pitching advantage is towards the Mets. I believe the hitting advantage is towards the Mets too. Let's look at right-handed hitters, where the Mets are 7th, 115 WRC plus, and the Braves are all the way down at 18th at 100 WRC plus. So hitting and pitching advantage towards the Mets. Whoop-de-doo. Let's see if the line movement's towards the Mets. Am I going to have to bet the Mets today? Damn it, I'm going to have to bet the Mets today, because the line's moved from 135 to 145. So line movement is going towards the Mets. Where's the money coming in? All the money's coming in on the Mets. I'm going to have to grab the Mets today. I don't want to, but I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to grab the run line too. It's not quite a cash cow, but the way the line's moving, all advantages. God damn it. Where is it? Mets run line plus 135. I hate my life. Mets run line. Mets money line parlay. Right? The Braves are 9.5 games back of the Mets. I did take the Braves to win the division, so I wouldn't be surprised. Mets are good at home. Yeah, they have. They've just not been pitching well, hitting well, any of that stuff. Probably the over. The thing is, I could see Clay Holmes having a good game, but we'll see. Let's head to the next game, which is going to be the other New York team, which, by the way, the Mets are still better than the Yankees. I just want to point that one out. Anyways, Max Fried and Brady Singer. Max Fried has been elite this year. He's one of the top Cy Young pieces this year. 16 starts, a 9-2 record, a 2.05 ERA, and 101 innings pitched, 23 earned runs, 20 walks, and 97 strikeouts. If there wasn't a guy named Tariq Skubal, Max Fried would be the front runner for AL Cy Young. On the opposite side, you got Brady Singer, who has been consistent enough for this for the Reds. 15 starts, a 7-5 record, a 4.15 ERA, 80 and 2/3 innings pitched, 37 earned runs, 33 walks, and 67 strikeouts. He's been solid enough. Pitching advantage is 100% towards the Reds. In terms of hitting versus lefties, the Reds don't hit versus lefties, 75 WRC plus, which is 6th to last in baseball. Yankees against righties are number 3 in baseball. So huge hitting advantage, pitching advantage, all towards the Yankees today. Go to Interleague. As the line been moving towards them, the line has moved 5 cents towards the Yankees, and the line's moved towards the 9.5 mark. So interesting to see there. all the money's coming in on the Yankees and everything. This one I'm going to stay off of. And it's not because it's the Yankees, which I couldn't care less, because I've bet on the Yankees plenty of times before. So bad. I just don't like the way that everything's kind of correlating with this one. So I'm going to stay off this game. It is a lean towards the Yankee run line. I'm just not going to pull the trigger. Reds. I had the under in the game yesterday, and I like that one. The Reds are just a team that I mean, they're 4 games over 500 now, but I don't know about this team still. Let's keep on rolling. We got 6 games left. Rays and the Royals. Drew Rasmussen taking on Michael Waka. Rasmussen has been really good this year. He's pitched in 15. He's 15 games, 15 starts, 6-5 record, a 2.61 ERA. Do not be surprised if Drew Rasmussen is one of the representatives for the Tampa Bay Rays come All-Star game. 79 and third innings pitched, 23 earned runs, 18 walks, and 67 strikeouts. He has been phenomenal. On the opposite side, we got Michael Waka, who had a good start to the season. And he's kind of riding around that 3.24 ERA in 15 starts, a 4-6 record. 86 innings pitched, 31 earned runs, 23 walks, and 65 strikeouts. So he's been one of those consistent pieces for the Royals, but I could see him being traded come deadline time just because the Royals are not really in it right now. Pitching advantage goes towards Rasmussen. I'm going to guess, hitting advantage is going to go towards the Rays as well. 115 WRC plus for them. And Kansas City is 4th to last at 86 WRC plus. Royals really just don't have hitting right now. That's it. They just don't have hitting. So everything leaning towards the Rays. Let's go and look at line movement to see if line movement likes the Rays. Line movement does like the Rays. It's gone from 118 to 125. All right, let's go after the Rays today. Tampa, here they are. What's the best line I can get on the Rays? 130. Let's go after the Rays run line then. Rays run line is plus 130. I'm gonna back the Rays. I just can't. I was high on the Royals coming into this year. I'm not anymore. Tampa run line plus 130. Royals run line. No thanks. Royals. I was on Rays yesterday. I don't think I bet the game yesterday. I did not. I did not bet the game yesterday. Not that I don't think. I did not. Let's keep on rolling. How about the Mariners, who have been absolutely red hot, and they're dogs to the Twins? Kirby and Ryan. That's why they're dogs. Kirby has not been great this year. Kirby, a 6.3 ERA to start the year. Granted, it's only 6 starts. 5 starts. 6 starts. 1-3 record. 6.2 ERA. 30 and 2/3 innings pitched. 21 earned runs, 8 walks, and 33 strikeouts. Granted, 11 of those runs were given up in May in his first 2 starts, and he's kind of settled down 2-2-2-4. And they've actually won his last 3 starts. So he's been pitching better as of late. Joe Ryan has been really solid this year. I wouldn't be surprised if he was an all-star game pitcher. 14 starts, 15 appearances, 7-3 record, 3.06 ERA, 85 and a third innings pitched, 29 earned runs, 20 walks, and 96 strikeouts. He has been a very good piece to this rotation, and I think he's an all-star, in my opinion. Pitching advantage is towards Minnesota. Hitting advantage is 100% in Seattle's favor, 116 WRC plus, led by my MVP of the American League, Cal Raleigh. Sue me, Judge fans. And on the opposite side, you got the Minnesota Twins, who are 13th, 104 WRC plus. Pitching advantage, Twins. Hitting advantage, Mariners. And when somebody's consistently hitting, although the line has not moved, and the total has gone down a half a run from 8 at even money to 7.5 at -110. More money's coming in on Minnesota. I'm going to stay off of this game. I want Seattle, but I'm feeling that it's not a Seattle spot, so I'm going to stay off of this game. Patrick Mahomes used to play college baseball at Texas Tech. I didn't know that. Go Royals. And I believe he was drafted. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes was drafted by the Detroit Tigers in the 37th round of the 2014 MLB draft. He chose to focus on football. I think that was a good decision for him. But actually, Robert, if you didn't know it, Patrick Mahomes' dad used to play for the Mets. Twins -1.5. I bet on the Twins. I bet on the Twins against the Mariners last 2. So I'm not going to change halfway through the series. Fair. The Twins owner needs to sell the team. Joe doesn't know. That's fair. That's fair. We got 4 games left. Let's check this real quick. Okay. Anyways, we got the Cubbies and the Cardinals. Man, that was disappointing yesterday that the Cubbies ended up not getting the job done. You got Matthew Boyd taking on Eric Fetty. Fetty was one of those pieces that was mentioning in a bunch of possible trade rumors. Matthew Boyd has been probably the most consistent piece of this rotation for the Cubbies this year, which is crazy to say. 15 starts, a 6-3 record, 2.84 ERA, and 85 and 2/3 innings pitched, 27 earned runs, 21 walks, and 79 strikeouts. So he's been interesting. I don't know what Covers is doing because they have. On the opposite side, we got Eric Fetty, who could easily be a trade candidate as a rental piece. 15 starts, a 3-6 record, a 3.54 ERA. He does have the complete game this year. I believe that was very early in the season, where he went 9 innings. Yeah, the shutout game versus the Nationals. He's been a solid piece. As I mentioned, he's a trade deadline piece. So obviously, I'm not going to say a piece is a trade deadline piece if I think they suck. So I do think he's going to be an interesting idea for some teams. Pitching advantages with Matthew Boyd. Cardinals against lefties is 12th. Cubbies against righties is 4th. So pitching and a hitting advantage with the Chicago Cubs. Let's see if the line's moving towards them. We are going to be taking the Cubbies. The line is moving towards them. So Cubbies it is because it's gone from 125 to 140. Cubbies run line is sitting at 120. I can get Cubbies run line at 120. That's what we're going to do. Cool. Cubbies running. Cardinals. No, thank you. Evander Kane to the Canucks. Interesting. Cubbies run line. Yes. PCA over bases. Home run. PCA has been amazing. And as a Mets fan, you know what? Good for him. Over 9 for the Cubs. I could see this one being an over 9. Although I do like both these pitchers, so I don't know. All right, Phillies and the Astros. Phillies are back to being favored in this series. They're -145 with Zach Wheeler on the mound taking on Gordon. Wheeler has been Zach Wheeler. He's been great. 15 starts, a 7-2 record. 2.61 ERA, 93 innings pitched. 27 earned runs, 22 walks, and 118 strikeouts. If I am not happy about one player getting let go by the Mets and not signed, it was Zach Wheeler. 100%. That was the biggest regret. You could say you agree with a couple other players, but Wheeler's definitely the one that hurts the most. Then you got Colton Gordon, who has been consistent, and he's been good the last three starts, only allowing 5 runs in the last 16 innings. 7 starts, 2-1 record, a 4.54 ERA, only 35 and 2/3 innings pitched, 18 earned runs, 3 walks on 34 strikeouts. I love that. 3 walks to 34 strikeouts. That's 11-1. That's something I like to see in a pitcher is, hey, can you strike out players and not walk? There you go. Pitching advantage is 1,000,000% with the Phillies. Hitting advantage, let's look. Philadelphia against lefties, 107 WRC plus. The Houston Astros against righties are 102. So pitching and hitting advantage are both with the Philadelphia Phillies. This is another interleague game. The line is moving 2 cents towards Philly, so not enough for me to want to bet it. And the lines move towards the over, 20 cents towards the over. I don't see the over hitting. I think Wheeler has a solid game. Not going to end up getting involved with it. Philly over 7.5 plus 100. Astros top 5 offense at home. Philly top WRC plus team versus lefties or something. Against lefties, Philadelphia is 9th, 107 WRC plus, which is above average, but it's nothing crazy. I didn't get to talk about this game yesterday because there was no pitcher. I don't even know who pitched for it. I didn't even pay attention to the game. But we get Yamamoto and Dollander today. And Yamamoto, is he finally back? No, he's been pitching. Because I know he missed a bunch of time in the beginning of the year. 15 starts. He hasn't really missed much. 6-6 record at 2.76 ERA, 84 and 2/3 innings pitched, 26 runs, 30 walks, and 95 strikeouts. Solid. Don't be surprised if he's going to be in Atlanta for the All-Star game. Chase Dollander has been awful, but granted, who's pitching good in Coors Field? 11 starts, 2-7 record, 6.57 ERA on 50 and 2/3 innings pitched, 37 earned runs, 25 walks, and 46 strikeouts. Man, if only he got to be drafted by somebody else so I could actually develop pitching, that would have been great. 100% pitching advantage with Yamamoto. Hitting advantage, 1,000,000% with the Dodgers. They're number 1 WRC plus versus righties. In order to find Colorado, you got to go all the way to second to last, only ahead of the White Sox. So hitting, pitching advantage, all with that. There's no way I can really go after this game. Lines move 20 cents towards the Dodgers. Whoop-de-doo. It's moved up to an 11. I'm going to pass on this game. I see no reason to go after Dodgers at this big of a favorite because you look for the Dodger run line, and it's probably ridiculous. Holy shit. The Dodgers minus 1.5 run lines in the 200s. You have to lay 3.5 to get anywhere near this game. Pass. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. Let's head to the final game. Because geez, that's a stupid number. But I mean it makes sense. It's the Dodgers and it's the Rockies, so I didn't expect it any other way. But we get Edward Cabrera, who has also been now a big name for trade piece against Logan Webb. Edward Cabrera, 10 starts, 2-2 record, a 3.99 ERA. But you look at his last 5 appearances, he's only allowed 4 runs. He's been great. 49 and 2/3 innings pitched, 22 earned runs, 21 walks, and 53 strikeouts. Don't be surprised if he gets dealt at the deadline. I really think he does because he's going to have a lot of value on him. On the opposite side, you got Logan Webb, who has been up to Logan Webb standards this year. And that is great for the Giants, who absolutely need him to be on point all the time. 16 starts, a 7-5 record, a 2.49 ERA, 101 and 1/3 innings pitched, 28 earned runs, 20 walks, and 114 strikeouts. Logan Webb has been great, and I believe he doesn't have home run splits, of course. But he's been phenomenal at home. Pitching advantages with Webb, although I do think you're going to have a very good pitcher's tool here. In terms of hitting stats, San Francisco Giants, 100 WRC plus. Miami Marlins, 94 WRC plus. I'm going to end the night with an under. I love these pitchers. I can get under. Can I get 7.5? No, I can only get 7. That's fine. Can I get a okay line on a 7? 7 at minus 115. Love this pitching matchup. Under 7 to end the card. AAA Rocky. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense why they're such big dogs. That's why, I'm never betting them personally. So, Giants moneyline parlay. I wouldn't talk you off of it. But I still think the Marlins could be a little bit enticing. Maybe, just a little bit. But that is all of the games for today. The complete card will be up on the site. Everything will be up on the site and completed in a little bit. I will have some MLS plays today because I saw they're playing today, so I'm going to quickly cap that stuff. But that's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We'll be back again tomorrow with another one. Peace out, guys.